While studying on the architecture programme here, I transferred in from England onto the 4th year. I've designed definitely the largest thing I've ever designed for a site in Chicago West Loop. I've also learned a new program called Revit, which is industry standard. I've recently been offered a job that came through a connection at the career fair. Getting in front of people, talking face to face, there isn't anything that's as good as that, I don't believe. I made that personal connection with a company, followed it up. They invited me for an interview. They've now made me an offer. And at Andrews University, I feel I've been prepared through learning the program Revit, through learning about American building codes, and I feel that that's given me a good preparation to go into the workforce in architecture.
Hand drafting really helped me personally understand how things work as far as like walls and everything and materials go. And then getting an actual job, Revit helped me for my 4th year. I work at Shive Hattery in South Bend, Indiana, and I am working with Revit, and I'm doing mainly commercial buildings, some residential, but mostly commercial.
So I will be working at Tortigales and Partners starting in May. They do architecture, urban design, and also placemaking. And so my role is going to be an architectural designer. And so I will be working with studios. I'm not sure what studio yet, but I'm looking forward to it, and I'm very excited to be working with them.
I will be working at Beck Group in Dallas, Texas. They designed a number of things, like places that I grew up seeing, so I really admire that. An alumni also works there. Andrews University architecture program, I feel, has prepared me for my future job through primarily Revit skills, even though it's only about the last 2 years of the program that they use those. Hand drawing, I feel, has made me better appreciate Revit and how quickly it's able to bring together designs. Specifically, our trip to Lebanon was very helpful in getting my specific job. They really admired how we interacted with the different people of the area and how that actually affected the design of the architecture.
One of the highlights of the course was doing Urban Design Studio in year 5. We went to Lebanon and worked with an NGO that worked with Syrian refugees. I absolutely love that project because my aim is long-term aim is to end up working in informal settlement redevelopment around the world. And this was exactly that type of project. Seeing people living in poverty, substandard conditions, it gives me a strong sense of injustice that people created by God shouldn't be living in places where they are stripped of their dignity or they have a loss of dignity. Using the gifts that God's given me, I want to be able to, in the long term, focus my career towards helping meet that need in some way. That was definitely a highlight, probably the highlight of the whole course for me.
Last year we went to Lebanon. We got involved with the community and how the people that will be using the master plan that we designed, how they felt about the designs and got their input, and I feel like that was a really good experience. This school is very mission-based, and I find that to be very meaningful to my personal mission. It has not only drawn me closer to community-based project, but also to God.
Here at Andrews University, I've really enjoyed watching certain professors let God take the lead in projects. I would say when choosing a degree program, just let God take the lead, wherever it may be. He might surprise you. He might lead you to go to a university or on a certain program that doesn't fit the way you thought it might look, but it still could be where God's led you to be. So I would just encourage you to keep open-minded and keep God as the central focus in your life, and then it's amazing where He will lead you. It brought me across the Atlantic from England. Anything's possible.